So I still can't. But like, they're ninjas with guns. That doesn't make any sense. When do ninjas get guns? And why are they not silenced?
They're American ninjas.
You can tell
they're
it's
American
made by
ninja warriors.
They're like, fuck! I wanted an obstacle course, but all I got was a slaughterhouse. The whole challenge was actually just a wade through the blood and gore. Can you stomach it? It's like Fear Factor. But the thing about these ninjas is that, fuck, I was gonna make a point about them. Wow, that's you. Oh yeah, you can tell this was made by modders, because like, who the hell else would be like, we have this like futuristic lab, we have army and shit in here.
What? This game?
Yeah.
This game wasn't made by modders.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
What are you talking about?
Like, it was made by people who made the game, but those people came from the modding community for like Quake and all that.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And they're like, let's throw some fucking ninjas in here. Like, if you don't have enough to shoot at, give them a ninja.
Yeah.
You smirked, but I don't know why you smirked. Is there some kind of implication in that?
I'm upset about the amount of ninjas. I mean, this is like retarded.
Ooh, brought it back. Let's just like say, oh, let's just okay it by saying, oh, saying retarded is a recurring joke. Like,
It's a catchphrase.
it's, yeah. What are you, retarded? Like on Happy Days. Like, that was in some parallel universe. That was a character's like big catchphrase, and everyone at school was like, "What are you, retarded?
What are you, retarded?
You got mayo in my soup." That sounds like the guy who would say that. You know?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as mayo soup?
Probably not. So that sounds horrific.
That sounds like it's possible, though. I think I could make soup out of mayo. The thing about mayo is that it is like, isn't it just like fermented egg whites or some shit whipped up?
I don't know.
It's some whack shit. It tastes great though.
Yeah. Mayo is pretty good.
But it's very bad for you.
Yeah.
I remember like one day my mom made me a sandwich. And I'm like, wow, this sandwich is like way better than anything I've ever made, and way better than most sandwiches I've eaten that were like this sandwich. I need to
Yeah,
clarify.
you're like 10 years old.
There's a lot of sandwiches. And it was like, you know, a normal like Wonder Bread kind of sandwich. And I slowly realized that she had buttered both sides of the like bread. And like, well, not both sides, but like one side of each slice. Like, it was slipping and sliding out of my hand. Like, I tried biting into it, and it slips away. And I'm like, come on! And everyone's watching, and they're like, ooh, ooh. I think he needs to go to Genius Club.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I was like, oh my god. And you know I asked her to keep doing that because it was tasty. But I do know it was probably bad for my health. Like shotgun bullets.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I think some of the time you say like, I knew you were gonna say that, but it's because you were gonna say that. But do you ever get this weird thing where like, if you eat too much peanut butter, your heart kind of like feels like it's clogging up?
What do you mean?
Like, I'll eat some peanut butter, and after a while, if I eat too much, like all of a sudden it's like,
Like heartburn?
you know what? That might be heartburn
Probably is heartburn.
from peanut butter. I was a 14-year-old with heartburn because of that peanut butter.
Peanut related heartburn.
Who peed in my nut burn?
Fuck!
Did peanuts get their name because they looked like peas? I mean, they kind of do. Because, like, you know, like a pea has that, like, thing and it has, like, all those pods in it. And the peanut is a nut in pods.
It's way over my head, man.
I don't get paid enough for this at the Peanut Research Institute. The PRI.
The penis.
The PRI.
This is ridiculous.
What was the name of the guy who made it? Like, George Washington Carver?
Yeah.
What a, like, honestly, one of the best inventions of all time.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the time.
Yeah. Like, the best invention since battlefield amputations, you know?
Like, you know, for the time they were inventing cars and stuff, and then George Washington Carver came along and invented peanut butter.
Do you think George Washington, like, the
President?
yeah, he was like, yo, like, you got my namesake, so I'm gonna look up for you really quick.
This is delicious.
Delish. I want to see a cooking show with George Washington, where it's like playing Yankee Doodle Dandy, and he comes in. You know, when I was at Valley Forge, my men and I had a hard time securing grub, so we made delicious Subway sandwiches for $5. You know, they stopped. Like, I'm still upset that they stopped doing the $5 footlong.
Yeah, it never was $5 anyways.
True. It costs a lot more than that. It took a bit of your soul, you know?
When it doesn't come out to $5.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, nice.
Dude, like, Subway is, like, unashamedly, it's the restaurant I've eaten at the most. I've eaten so many Subway sandwiches. But at the same time, there's way better restaurants. I don't know why I do it. It's not like it's really healthier.
Well, you can eat, like, you can make a healthy sandwich. It's healthier than going to, like, Culver's, you know?
I mean, I gotta get my oven fixed so then I can make, like, this awesome sandwich I used to make all the time. I just get some of that, like long bread from Walmart. I get some deli ham, some pepperoni, some salami. And I'm not talking, like, Hormel pepperoni. I'm talking, like, deli pepperoni, you know?
Fucking deli pepperoni.
Fucking deli pepperoni! What are you, Stunad? I've been watching too many, like, Sopranos. Like, I'll get up from, like, playing a game and watching The Sopranos, and I'll start using my hands to gesture, and I'll be repeating, like, Bafangu, or like, is she your goma, you know?
The gabagool.
Yeah, gabagoo. And I'll be like, don't fuck with me. I don't know, I get really into that show. Although, like, last episode I had to pause it because the character made a bad decision, and that was just, like, too much for me.
You're too into it?
Dude, I have problems with shows. Like, I remember when I watched something with Sam, he was like, what are you doing? Because, like, something happened in the movie, and I stood up and I had to walk away. Because I was, like, frustrated. I was like, no! Why? And, yeah, like, I get carried away.
You ever, like, when you leave a movie, you, like, feel like you... Like, if you leave, like, a cowboy movie, you feel kind of like a cowboy actor or something?
Yeah.
Like a ranger? Yeah, that always happens to me.
I always kind of, like, go through in my head, and I'm like, come up with my own, like, I'm a noble gentleman in the West.
Yeah.
But I'm always, like, cool, and I'm a bit ambivalent. I'm like, he raped you, so I'm gonna rape him. like, you know, like, he's not gonna kill him. I don't know. No, that's not ambivalent at all. That's actually taking action.
I thought you were gonna be like, he raped you, so I don't care.
What an anti-hero! He's just an anti.
He goes around the West telling people that their problems.
It's not his problem. Eastwood made a little killing out of those roles.
Oh my god. He raped you, but I don't care.
He has like 2 guns and he twirls them. He's like, I know you're having a shootout, but I don't want to get involved. And he rides into the sunset. It's like the most boring, like it should be a TV show where he just tries to find shit that's happening, and he like asks around actively. Like he's not like ambivalent about searching this stuff out, but he just wants to like have something to not react to.
Oh, so many ninjas.
Man, like there are some uncomfortable scenes in those movies, like Once Upon a Time in the West, where like the rape scene is portrayed as like a love scene.
I've not seen that.
It's fucked up. But then Sergio Leone fixed that with Once Upon a Time in America because that's a very horrific
Rape scene?
Yes.
What?
What's
Fine
that?
connoisseur of rape scenes?
I don't like to brag,